Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kid Lee, and welcome to an Overwatch beta news update. In addition to the gameplay and other videos I'm going to be doing for Overwatch, I'm also going to be doing these little news videos, giving you an update on what's currently going on in the beta, the changes they're making, and so forth and so on. There was actually a patch a couple days ago where they added and changed a bunch of stuff, so I wanted to give you the lowdown on everything that has happened. First of all, they have added a couple of new things in the actual game menu. And the first thing I want to talk about is highlights. And this actually has to do with the new play of the game system that they've introduced, which we'll get into here in just a minute. But highlights, how this works is you're doing your matches and you're able to actually build up highlights. And after every match, it's going to select your best highlight for the match and it's going to store it here. It only stores somewhere between 5 and 6 highlights, and you're actually able to watch them after the match is completely done. So just to give you an example, let's watch one here real quick.
Boosters engaged. This objective is mine.
So then it throws up the Overwatch logo. So it's actually a neat little idea. And like I said, it's going to store somewhere between 5 and 6. The one thing to note, though, is if you actually completely exit the game and then come back, a day or two later, your highlights are gone. So it only stores them for a short time. But it's actually kind of neat, so you can do an entire play session. And like I said, it's going to keep those 5 or 6 highlights. So if you actually want to replay them and record them for YouTube or something along those lines, it's actually a really easy way to create sort of like a highlight reel for yourself, like weekly highlights, weekly play of the games, or something similar like that. So that's a neat little feature they added. Next, I'm going to show you that they have redone this menu right here, and they have added what they're calling a weekly brawl. If you play Hearthstone and you're familiar with Tavern Brawl, it's actually going to be very, very similar. So every week it's going to be a new, it could be a mode, something goofy going on with the characters, but something new every week that they're going to put into this game, and that's a really neat idea. And I might actually start recording all of these, or at least some of them, just so you can get an idea of what this weekly brawl is all going to be about. Next up, I'll just briefly say that in the hero gallery, they have continued to add, more skins, more voice lines, more paints, and all that stuff. But I'm not going to quite go into that just yet. I know there's other people who have been doing videos on this. But like I said, when they keep adding more, you have to almost keep making more videos to show them all. So I think the better idea is just let's wait until they get them all done, and then we can make one video showing them all. So that's going to be a much better idea. And like I said, they made some changes to play of the game. That was definitely something that people were very, I don't know if I want to say concerned about, but something that people were questioning. It's like, how do you come up with these plays of the game? How is the computer computing this stuff? And there's just sort of a lot of unanswered questions regarding this. So Blizzard went ahead and they redid it, and here's the information that we have. It's now ranked into 4 categories: high score, lifesaver, sharpshooter, and shutdown. And these are all scoring percentages, if you want to call it that. So whichever player has the highest score from those 4 categories is going to be the person who has the play of the game. And back to the sort of highlight feature, I think what it's going to do for your personal highlight is it's going to, again, look at those 4 categories, sort of figure out maybe which area of the game you are able to rack up the highest score in, and that's how it's going to sort of create your personal highlight for every single match. So that's a pretty neat idea on how we have at least some more information on how that works. And the final 2 things, or I guess the final one thing, is going to be that they have added yet another new map to the game. And this is actually a new escort map, and it's going to be called Route 66. So that's going to be pretty cool that they keep adding more maps, and hopefully they'll be adding some more game modes down the line as well. But yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just sort of a quick little beta news update of everything that was in this last patch. Pretty cool stuff. We're getting closer and closer to launch every single day. But yep, I'll be bringing you some more Overwatch videos down the road. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.